Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a video showing you some of the things that I usually eat on a daily basis. I mean, the menu will change, but basically I eat lots of fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, eggs, no dairy, no bread, pasta, or rice. That may be difficult for some, but this has been a long transition for me, and I've transitioned to that. That this is pretty much my diet. So the first picture that you're going to see is one of my grocery shopping trips. You can see all the items listed there, and I got it from my favorite store called Aldi. They have really good discount prices on fresh produce. Um, some weeks are better than others, but in general, that's really where I get most of my produce from if I'm not going to the farmer's market. So you can see all of that listed there only cost me $11, which was great because if you're trying to eat more fruits and vegetables into your diet on a consistent basis, most people are concerned about the fact that healthy food costs so much. And I can tell you, I spend probably I'd say about $40 every 2 weeks, sometimes less than that on my food. And that includes meat and other, random grocery items. So it's not that bad. You'll spend about the same, but in return, you get a healthy menu. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the pictures and the menu options that I've been eating. This was also part of the same grocery trip that week, so I spent $11 at Aldi and about $20 at the farmer's market getting all of these items here. So together, that was $33 for food that lasted me well into 2 weeks. And you can see all the items there. Some things are a little bit more expensive at the farmer's market. It just depends, but it's fresh. Most of it's locally grown, and that's why I prefer to do it when I can. Those collards were locally grown by somebody in the city that I live in, and that bunch only cost me $3, and it was so large you had to put it in a giant trash bag, and that's how many collards were in it. So you really get what you pay for, I think. And a lot of that, you can use for juices, smoothies, lunch, dinner, snacks, you name it. One of my other favorite things to have are smoothies, and it just doesn't have to be fruit. Most of what you see in here are vegetables. As you can see all the ingredients there, and if you get the right mix of greens to fruit, it can be really good. You won't even know that you're having some kind of greens or vegetable in your smoothie. So, look up some recipes, try some things out. You may be surprised at what you find. This is one of my favorite things to eat for breakfast. Um, Over the summer, I did a challenge where I tried to eat more fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds without any meat, and that didn't last long. I really enjoy meat, and I think just for me that my body needs it. So I would normally have something like this with some kind of breakfast meat, maybe. If not, I will just have this and some fruit. It's just a little basic frittata with the ingredients that you see there, and it's so, so delicious. I started juicing this summer, and it was one of the greatest things I've ever started doing. I really love the way that it just tastes so fresh, and you get a nice burst of vitamins and minerals that you may lose in just trying to eat the fruits and vegetables. And you can come up with some really tasty combinations. I'll show you in the next photo what I have in this juice. And my omelet is just basic sauteed veggies. I think onion, tomatoes, spinach, and eggs, and that was it. This is a very basic juice that I drank a lot. I love cucumber and I love carrot and collards in my juice. The collards is not a strong flavor, surprisingly, when you put it into a smoothie or into the juicer. And so if you're trying to get some greens in, that's a really good way to start. And because it does take a little bit of time when you do this in the morning, as you can see, what I've done is sectioned off a couple days of my juice into Ziploc bags so that in the morning all I have to do is pull them out, put them in the juicer, and I put them in my cup and I am ready to go. I love fresh fruit, and this is just a breakfast or a snack option. As you can see there, especially during the summer, get your fruit in. You don't want to overload because it does have a lot of sugar, but I like to have a little bit of fruit with almost every meal. Yeah, I'll explain that in another video, but basically, if you've ever heard the term, I basically eat a paleo diet. So you'll see me eating fruits with lunch and dinner, as well as breakfast sometimes. This was just a day of one of my lunches. As you can see, there's a salad with some cucumber on top, some mixed chopped vegetables like onion, tomato for flavor. And then for snacks, I love avocado and dipping fresh vegetables into that. So the cucumbers are good, the sliced radishes are good, really any kind of vegetable that you like to dip into that. And I just season my avocado. I don't put any extra condiments or anything like that, but just fresh spices will do the trick. The next three pictures that you'll see are just some basic lunch or dinner options. This first one, when I came home one day, I really just wanted a big plate of fruit and vegetables, and that's exactly what I had. My newfound love this year is okra. I had never had it before unless it was fried, and so to have it sauteed or even raw as a snack or part of a meal is really, really good. Just a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and it's delicious. The next photo is just going to be some basic yellow summer squash, and then some sauteed kale, which is really, really good, very healthy for you, and some baked chicken. This is one of my favorite bakes. I would probably do it without potato now, and if you're looking for a low carb option, you can take out the potato, and it's just those. They're thinly sliced and layered with those spices on top that I put there. It doesn't take long to bake, and it's a really good side dish, or if you just want a big vegetable plate, that's a good option as well. Okay, so those were some of the things that I ate this summer. And generally, I incorporate those kinds of things into my daily diet. This week's menu, I always have eggs. I love eggs. And I love adding vegetables into it. This is a good way to get vegetables into your diet if you're having a hard time trying. You know, sauteed peppers and onions, whatever that you like that you can add, do that, and that is very helpful, and it gives it a different flavor than just, scrambled eggs and toast or whatever it is that you have. This is what I'm having for lunch this week. If you ever get tired of salads like I do, lettuce wraps are a great option because you can choose whatever you want to put in them. This week I have tuna mixed with vegetables and some other spices, and sometimes I like to do like curried chicken, or you can do beef, or whatever it is that you like to kind of spice it up a bit. And then I have a side of pineapple. As I said earlier, I like to add a little bit of fruit into my meals. And this is what's for dinner for the week. I have never had butternut squash before, so I was a little nervous, but I like pretty much all vegetables, and this turned out to be really, really good. I poured a little bit of fresh pineapple juice into it, and it turned out great. So I'm very much looking forward to my week of food. For snacks, I just have garlic hummus and some cucumber slices that I'll be dipping into that, and some popcorn occasionally. And that will be it. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post, and I will see you next time. Bye.